Hello friends, in the last video lecture from the topic halogen derivatives, we have studied in detail SN2 reaction mechanism. So today we will see salient features of SN2 mechanism. So there are 5 salient features of SN2 mechanism. First is SN2 is single step mechanism. You know, full form of SN2 is substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction, and this reaction takes place only in one step. Why it takes place only in one step? Because in this reaction breaking of CBr bond and formation of COH bond occur simultaneously. So first feature you must know is SN2 is single step reaction mechanism. Now second one is in SN2 backside attack of OH minus ion takes place. You know, methyl bromide substrate molecule has a tetrahedral structure. So OH minus ion goes exactly back of the CBr bond. It makes the angle of 180 degrees and it attacks on the carbon atom of methyl bromide from backside due to avoid the repulsion between two nucleophiles. You know, electrostatic repulsion between two nucleophiles is avoided because of the backside attack of the OH minus ion on carbon atom of methyl bromide. The third salient feature is at a transition state, partial bond between C and Br is broken and partial bond between C and OH is formed. Whenever transition state is occurred, both the reactants are absorbing more amount of heat energy and unstable activated complex compound is formed. At this complex, C-Br bond is partially broken and COH bond is partially formed. So net charge on the OH minus ion is diffused. It remains partial on OH minus ion and partial on Br atom. So third salient feature is at transition state, partial bond between CBr is broken and partial bond between C and OH is formed. Now fourth is transition state contains pentacoordinate carbon. You know, at transition state valency of carbon atom is exceeded, carbon atom becomes overcrowded. So it is called pentacoordinate carbon atom. So at transition state, 3 hydrogen atoms lie in one plane, and you know this plane is perpendicular to OH-C-Br axis, where the bond between HCH is 120 degrees, that is carbon forms 3 sigma covalent bonds with 3 hydrogen atoms and HCH bond angle is 120 degrees, and this plane is exactly perpendicular to the OH-C-Br axis. Now last salient feature is in SN2 product is formed by 100% inversion of configuration. You know, this 100% inversion of configuration is called Walden inversion. What is its meaning? 3 hydrogen atoms which are present at left side of the carbon atom in methyl bromide molecule are shifted to the right hand side of the carbon atom in product methyl alcohol. So here we are getting structure of methyl alcohol like flipping of an umbrella. So this type of configuration is called 100% inversion of configuration. So here product is formed by 100% inversion of configuration. So these are 5 different salient features of the SN2 mechanism. We will see one by one. First is single step mechanism. Second is backside attack of OH minus ion on carbon. Third is at transition state, partial bond between C and Br is broken and partial bond between C and OH is formed. Fourth is transition state contains pentacoordinate carbon, that is overcrowded carbon. And last one is in SN2 product is formed by 100% inversion of configuration, that is Walden inversion. So these silent features are very important for board examination. So for board examination you will take one question. Explain salient features of SN2 mechanism. The question will be asked in board examination for 2 marks. You will write 4 salient features out of 5 from SN2 mechanism. There is one more question for MST CET examination. In SN2, product is formed by 100% inversion of configuration. Options given are, first A option is, in SN2, breaking of CBr bond and formation of COH bond occur simultaneously. Second B option is, in SN2, at transition state, carbon atom is overcrowded. Option C, in SN2, to avoid the electrostatic repulsion between two nucleophiles, backside attack takes place. And option D, in SN2, products are formed by 50% inversion and 50% retention of configuration. I think you will clearly understood the question and options in detail. Tell me what is correct answer. Why product obtained in SN2 reaction is by 100% inversion of configuration, that is by Walden inversion. So correct answer is because of the backside attack of OH minus ion on the carbon atom to avoid the electrostatic repulsion between both the nucleophiles. 3 hydrogen atoms are shifted from left to right side of the carbon atom in the product methyl alcohol. So correct option here for MST CET question is C, that is backside attack of OH minus ion on the carbon atom. So here we have completed SN2 reaction. Now next reaction is also very important, and this reaction is named as SN1. Now we'll see SN1 reaction. Already we have seen the question for SN2 reaction mechanism. The second type of reaction is named as SN1 reaction. SN1 reaction. Tell me what is the example of SN1 reaction? Alkaline hydrolysis of tert butyl bromide is an example of SN1 reaction. Alkaline hydrolysis of tert butyl bromide is an example of SN1 reaction. So in SN1, first point is long form. What is long form? S stands for substitution. S means substitution. N stands for nucleophilic. And what is meaning of 1? And 1 for unimolecular. What is meaning of unimolecular? Molecularity of the reaction is only 1. That is in the formation of transition state, only 1, that is substrate molecule is involved. Therefore, this type of reaction has molecularity 1. Such a reaction is called unimolecular. So long form is substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. So alkaline hydrolysis of tert butyl bromide is substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction, and it is short formed as, abbreviated as SN1 reaction. The second point that we have seen in SN2, same is here point, steps. You know SN2 takes place in one step, but SN1 takes place in 2 steps. So this reaction is two-step reaction. Two-step reaction. SN2 takes place in single step. It is two-step reaction. So here step 1 is formation of tert-butyl carbocation. And step 2 is formation of product T-butyl alcohol. The third point is rate. Rate R of SN2 reaction, SN1 reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of tert-butyl bromide. You know, tert-butyl bromide is tertiary alkyl halide. If we increase the rate of tert-butyl bromide, then the rate of reaction will be increased. So here, like SN2, rate is independent on the concentration of OH minus ion. But in SN2, rate is depending on the concentration of OH minus ion. In SN1, rate is independent on the concentration of OH minus ion. So in SN1, if we double the rate of concentration of OH minus ion, there will be no change in the rate of reaction. So such a reaction in which R is equal to K into concentration of tert-butyl bromide. It is kinetic equation for SN1 reaction. It is kinetic equation of SN1. Kinetic of that reaction is, it is first order reaction. It is first order reaction. What about SN2? SN2 was second order reaction, where rate of SN2 was depending on the concentration of both the reactant substrate as well as OH minus ion. Here rate is independent on the concentration of OH minus ion, it is dependent on the concentration of T-butyl bromide. Then such a type of reaction is first order reaction. If you are supplied the concentration of T-butyl bromide, K is fixed value, you can calculate the rate of SN1 type of the reaction. It is third point, that is rate. Reaction is first order reaction. Now fourth point is example. Example. Already we have seen tert-butyl bromide is tertiary alkyl halide. Whenever it is attacked by OH minus ion, whenever they are heated, you know, Br atom is replaced by OH minus ion, and when Br atom is replaced by OH minus ion, product obtained here is tert-butyl alcohol, and Br minus is given out in a reaction. So it is example of SN1 type of the reaction, alkaline hydrolysis of tert-butyl bromide. Now here this tert-butyl bromide is named as substrate. It is attacking nucleophile, or it is also called stronger nucleophile, and whenever reaction is completed, it is called tert-butyl alcohol is substitution product. And as Br minus is given out in a reaction, it is called leaving group, or it is also has name weaker nucleophile. So in comparison with SN2, 4 points of SN1 are: first one is long form, substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. SN1 takes place in two steps. First step is formation of carbocations, second step is formation of product T-butyl alcohol. Rate of SN1 is directly proportional to concentration of T-butyl bromide, where R equal to K into concentration of T-butyl bromide. It is first order reaction, and example is alkaline hydrolysis of tert-butyl bromide. So same 4 points like SN2 we have seen in SN1. Now fifth point is the reaction mechanism of SN1. It is very important point. Point number 5. Reaction mechanism of SN1 reaction. As SN1 is taking place in two steps, this reaction mechanism is two-step reaction mechanism. While SN2 was taking place in one step, that mechanism was single-step reaction mechanism. Now here, step 1 is formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. Carbocation is electron deficient species. So T-butyl bromide contains tertiary carbon atom. When T-butyl bromide is taking part in a chemical reaction along with OH minus ion, OH minus ion is inactive. It is not taking part in the first step. So at first, by reversible reaction, slowly, because of the positive inductive effect of 3 methyl groups and negative inductive effect of Br atom. Here Br atom is carrying delta minus charge, carbon atom is carrying delta plus charge. So magnitude of delta plus charge on carbon atom is greater. So because of the positive inductive effect of 3 methyl groups and negative inductive effect of Br atom, C-Br bond is slowly broken by heterolytic fission. And product obtained here is T-butyl carbocation. So it is T-butyl carbocation. This T-butyl carbocation has planar trigonal structure, but it is shown like this. And it is electron deficient, where Br takes pair of electron. So it is given out in a reaction. Actual structure is planar trigonal structure. We can show it on one plane. But whenever planar trigonal structure is shown like this bond is exposed in front. It is shown by bold line. And this bond is at the back of the plane. It is shown by broken line. So here we are getting T-butyl carbocation. And in this T-butyl carbocation, central carbon atom is electronically deficient. It has planar trigonal geometry. The bond angle between CH3C and CH3 is 120 degrees. There are 6 electrons present in the last cell of central carbon atom of carbocation. So this carbocation is acting as electrophile. So first step is formation of carbocation. It is slow step, and the step which is slow, where rate of the reaction can be determined, it is called rate determining step. So step 1 is the rate determining step, where Br minus is given out in a first step. Now step 2, once T-butyl carbocation is formed, OH minus ion became active. So step 2 is formation of product. So what is product in that reaction? Product is T-butyl alcohol. Here product of first step is T-butyl carbocation. This T-butyl carbocation has planar trigonal geometry. It is carbocation. It is electrophile. Now OH minus ion is instantly attacking on it because there is no repulsion. Already Br minus is given out in the first step. So it is electron deficient. This one is electron rich. So there is greater attraction between electrophile and nucleophile. So second step is a very fast step. And if the step is fast, we cannot determine the rate of the reaction. Now instantly here we are getting the product T-butyl alcohol. So product is formed by T-butyl alcohol. So on this planar trigonal geometry, consider it is planar trigonal geometry. On this planar trigonal geometry, OH minus ion is either attacking from back side or attacking from front side. So product here form is T-butyl alcohol. So this step is very fast step. And the mechanism of the reaction is called two-step reaction mechanism. I think you have clearly understood. Step 1 was the formation of carbocation, it was very slow, and step 2 is formation of product, it is very fast step because there is no electrostatic repulsion between two nucleophiles. Br minus is already given out in the first step as leaving group. So OH minus ion is instantly attacking on the planar trigonal T-butyl carbocation to form product T-butyl alcohol. So it is reaction mechanism of SN1. In board examination, question will be asked for 3 marks. Discuss in detail the reaction mechanism of SN1 reaction. So out of these 3 marks, you will write first 4 points. First one is long form, second is step, third is rate, fourth is example, and in mechanism there are 2 points, formation of carbocation and formation of product. This question is very important question. So next point from SN1 is salient features of SN1 reaction. Salient features of SN1 reaction. Same point we have seen regarding SN2. Salient features of SN1 mechanism. Salient features of SN1 mechanism. So there are 4 salient features of SN1 mechanism. First feature, you know it. SN1 takes place in how many steps? SN1 takes place in 2 steps. So it is 2-step reaction mechanism. SN1 is 2-step reaction mechanism. While SN2 was single-step reaction mechanism. I think you clearly understood. SN2 is 2-step reaction mechanism, out of which first step is formation of carbocation, second step is formation of product. Second salient feature is, first step is formation of carbocation in which C-Br bond is completely broken. So you know, in the formation of carbocation, because of the positive inductive effect of 3 methyl groups and negative inductive effect of Br atom, C-Br bond is completely broken and carbon atom is getting positive charge. And whenever this bond is broken, we are getting planar trigonal carbocation. What is geometry of carbocation? Planar trigonal carbocation. Third step is, second step is fast. Second step is fast. You know, first step was slow, where it is called rate determining step. In second step, attack of nucleophile, that is OH minus ion, takes place on carbon atom of carbocation rapidly. carbon atom of carbocation rapidly. Already Br minus is given out in first step. So carbocation is electron deficient species, OH minus is stronger nucleophile, so there is greater attraction between electrophile and nucleophile. And second step is very fast step where we cannot determine the rate of the reaction. So it is third point, third salient feature of SN1 mechanism. Now fourth salient feature, when we are taking optically active reactant in SN1 reaction, product is formed by racemization. If optically active reactant is taken, product is formed by racemization. Whenever the reactant is optically active, if this reactant is containing chiral carbon atom, then that molecule must be optically active. If such an optically active reactant is taken in SN1 reaction, it contains chiral carbon atom, then product is formed by racemization. That is, in second step, OH minus ion attacks on the planar trigonal carbocation from either side, either from back side or from front side. So we are getting mixture of two different products, and these products are enantiomers. Here it is considered that 50% product is formed by inversion of configuration, like flipping of umbrella, and 50% product is formed by retention of configuration, means same product is formed like that of the substrate molecule T-butyl bromide. There is no shifting of 3 methyl groups in the formation of product. Such a configuration of the 50% product is called retention of configuration. So these are four salient features of SN1 mechanism. First one is two-step reaction mechanism. SN1 is two-step reaction mechanism. Second is, first step is formation of carbocation, where CBr bond is completely broken and T-butyl carbocation is formed. Second step is fast step, where attack of nucleophile takes place on the carbon atom of carbocation rapidly. And fourth step is, if optically active reactant is taken containing chiral carbon atom, product is formed by racemization, means mixture of enantiomers is formed. 50% product is formed by inversion of configuration and 50% product is formed by retention of configuration. So on this salient features, 2 marks question will be asked in the board examination. Write that question. Explain salient features of SN1 reaction. 2 marks. There are 4 salient features, for each there is half mark. And in MHT CET examination, question will be asked on 4th point. When optically active reactant is used in SN1 mechanism, product is formed by, option A is 100% inversion of configuration, option B is 100% retention of configuration, option C is 50% inversion of configuration and 50% retention of configuration, that is racemization, and option D is same as that of the reactant. So you have clearly understood SN1 type of the reaction. So for this MHT CET question, correct option will be C. Product is formed by racemization whenever the reactant used here is optically active compound, that it contains chiral carbon atom. So here we have completed the last point from the optical activity and reaction mechanism, that is SN2 reaction and SN1 reaction. These are substitution nucleophilic reactions. SN2 is bimolecular, SN1 is unimolecular reaction. An example of SN2 is alkaline hydrolysis of methyl bromide. and example of SN1 is alkaline hydrolysis of T-butyl bromide. If reactant is secondary alkyl halide, it either undergoes reaction by SN2 or by SN1. What type of alkyl groups present into that secondary alkyl halide on which reaction mechanism is depending. Now take one final question on this SN2 and SN1. Distinguish between SN2 and SN1 reaction. Question will be asked for 2 marks. You must write 4 points. In first column you will write SN2 and then SN1. Long form, state, rate and example. Here also long form, step, rate and example. So here we have completed SN2 and SN1 reaction. These are very important reactions as far as CET examination or board examination will be considered.